Hey, Greg, I can't end this conversation without asking you the question of the day, the question of the hour. How many times a day are you asked, hey, Greg, what's your rate? What's the rate?
Oh boy. Yeah.
What's the
So
rate today, Greg?
that conversation happens all day, every day, starting at about 7 a.m. and ending at about 9 p.m. right now. And that's 7 days a week. So I'm getting texts, calls, emails, everything. Everybody wants to refinance.
Mhm.
And I totally understand that. And there's going to be a great opportunity in 2020 for everybody to refinance. But what I will tell you is there's a lot of factors in the market that are limiting capital. And so lenders are having to open the gate and shut the gate. So you can't just have everybody in the United States who wants to refinance at one time for two reasons. Number one, the industry can't handle the capacity. There's still people behind all of these processes, from appraisers and escrow and underwriters and processors, and there's still people that need to do this work. And then in addition to that, you also have servicing, which it has a value. And as all of those loans get paid off, the servicing value drops on those, which also limits the capital that banks can then leverage to lend out again. So that's why you're going to see this gate open and close over this year. Who knows? I mean, it could last for a couple years. We just really don't know how long these low rates are going to be around. But what I will say is, don't panic if all of a sudden you go to Google and put in mortgage rates and it says 5%, because that's not real. That's the lenders shutting off the gate for now. And so that's what I was talking about before, of get in line so that you can jump through that gate when the rates go down.
Got it. So if I was in line and
Yes.
you were going to lock me today, and I've got decent credit, I still have a job, what is my rate?
So what I'm seeing in the market is I'm seeing rates depending on loan programs. Okay. So VA, FHA tend to have a little bit lower rate depending on the lender. So I'm seeing as low as 2.75 on some of those loans.
I want that one.
Yeah, I know, but you're not a veteran and you don't want the mortgage insurance that goes with FHA. So those loans are not necessarily a fit for you, Carla. But they're a fit for some people, right?
Okay.
And
Okay.
then there's some other, conventional loans, which is most people. I'm seeing rates as low as 3.125, 3.25, right in that range.
Mhm.
Does that mean you can't get lower? No, it doesn't mean you can't get lower. It just means that on that particular day, there might be somebody who got locked in at 3%, but then there's other people who got locked in at 3.5 or 3.625. I'm just telling you right now, do it if it makes sense. If you're going to refinance, if you're at 4.5 and you can get down to 3.5 and it makes sense for your family, take it. Don't wait till it goes to 3.25, because it might not get there or you might miss out on that timing, right?
I just find it so interesting, having been doing this a very long time, that we're even talking about or stalling at, gee, I wonder if it's going to be better than 3.5. Maybe I should wait, right? Because I'm the girl who got 17% on my first purchase.
Right.
And I mean, I don't know that there was a day you could have paid more, but getting into the market sometimes is your best move, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that there are financial reasons and emotional reasons why people should, at least, even if they decide to do nothing, should be looking at all of their options to be sure that they've made the best decision for themselves
Right.
about the expenses and how they're handling their housing going forward.
It's super important, and you and I have talked about this before, but I'll just give you a quick example. We had a gentleman who we refinanced, closed him in March. He had bought a home with the zero down Washington State Housing Finance Program. We were able to refinance him and have him continue to make the same payment and knock his loan down from 27 years, what he had remaining on his 30-year loan, to where if he makes the same payment, it's just over 19 years. So he's knocking almost 8 years off of his mortgage. If that isn't a no-brainer, I
Mm-hmm.
don't know what is,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
So
Awesome.
yeah,
there's a lot of myths that it's expensive to refinance, that the lenders just, are doing this to make money. Well, sure, everybody's in business to make money, but at the end of the day, we don't refinance somebody unless it makes perfect sense for them financially.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right.
So we've talked about a lot of things here today, and I'm sure I hope that something is, you know, someone watching this is interested in some part of it, right? Like that. Oh, that sounds interesting. You know, where can they go to dive a little bit deeper, right, with that fiduciary advisor? Like,
Right.
say, I don't know, Greg, like Team Anderson at Caliber Home Loans.
Yeah. So we are. You can always reach out to us. Okay. So our website is www.teamandersonloans.com. Okay. My email address is greg.anderson@caliberhomeloans.com. And my direct cell is 425-765-3115. I'm always available. If you call me and you don't get me, I will call you back, or somebody on my team will call you back. We're just trying to get to everybody. I am having on average 10 to 15 phone calls a day, and those are averaging 20 to 30 minutes a call, because we're
Sure.
just trying to get a lot of this information out to folks.
Yep.
There's a lot of it right now.
Yep. Yep. Cool. And we'll have all that info in the post on this video as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thank you, Greg.
Well,
Thank
thanks
you.
so much for having me. I know there's a lot of information here, so I really appreciate you guys taking the time to have me on. And if you have any other questions, let me know.
Awesome. Thanks, Greg.
All right, bye.
Have a great day.
You too.